Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D. This is going to be my video on the new moon, which is happening on the 29th of July at 3:54 a.m. in Sydney. So if you're in America, it will be your Thursday, and it's my Friday. And this is a new moon in Leo. So with this new moon, and what we've got coming up this week in astrology is we've got Mercury, which is in Leo. We're going to have the Sun in Leo, so it is Leo season. And then on Friday, we've got this new moon coming in. We also have Jupiter going retrograde. So we're going to have, by the end of the week, we've got Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Jupiter, Chiron all going retrograde. So it's like another light sort of turning off. So when Jupiter's in retrograde, the energy is less. So Jupiter gives you luck, so that energy is going to be less wherever it is in your chart, and it's going backwards. But and then we've also got the Mars, Uranus and North Node getting very close together, especially Uranus and the North Node, which I'm going to go into next week. This is going to be, when these three come up, it's going to be really big, I feel like, but I'll leave that for next week. Coming into this week, I do feel like this week is going to be an exciting week ahead. I do feel it's going to be a week of making bold statements, because we've got that Mercury, especially when that new moon comes. We're going to have the moon, the sun, and Mercury all in Leo. So Leo, when you look at Leo is ruled by the sun. It actually rules the 5th house, which is on relationships. It's on children. It's on being creative. So, and then looking at a Leo, so Leos, they are very social people. They like to be the life of the party. They do like attention. They also have this very big ego about them. They're ruled by the sun, and they big hearts, family, but they have that ego. They want that attention. So with this new moon that's coming in, with a new moon, we start a new cycle. So I feel like what it's going to be about is making these bold statements, because with that Mercury there, it's about being more confident in how we communicate, taking those risks, saying, talking confidently and showing that courage in our communication, and that courage, what we need to communicate to people, what we need to say. It's about taking risks, taking chances. So making bold statement. It could also be a start of something with relationships, like love blossoming around you, or having new romance. I feel like it's going to be about being more social, more interactive with people. I feel like it's going to be about making a balance, making things more balanced, and as I said, having that courage. Leos are like the lion. And with Leos too, it's like that. You'll find with Leos, they're always about taking those risks, but it's kind of like that saying, go big or go home. Leos want things bigger. They're not just satisfied with what they need. They need to be over, because they're ruled by the sun. So you'll find with a Leo, they might not be satisfied with just having the car they can that's going to do the job. They want the better car or the best car. They're a fire sign. They have a little fire in them. So it's also going to be about, I feel, trying to make things balanced, but also expanding your realm of possibilities, expanding of what, where you can make things happen. It's like, first I felt with Leos, it's about them being bigger. So I feel like. And so I said about showing that courage. Also, I feel like it's about thinking about yourself and what you have to do to move forward to make yourself happy and balanced is the key to success this week. I also was getting that don't stand by and wait and wait. So live in the moment is what I feel like. So you got to live in it, take those chances. But I feel like it's about having fun and going to be more social. That's what I feel like it's about this week. Coming up with this new moon, this weekend, there is a fun aspect coming up with this. I also feel like it's expressing your passion, your creativity in what you want to bring in. So it could be a good time to start some like art courses or something that's going to express your creativity. It could even be digital. It could even be like having to do like public speaking, whatever it needs to take for you to express yourself and show your passion. You need to start igniting your passions with this week coming up and with this new moon that's coming ahead too. And as I said, I feel like, it's like we need to go back almost to being in a childlike energy, to, I guess, to express ourselves, but to have fun and to have that bit of carefree that we need. Okay. Also, I feel this week, be careful not to outdo yourself. I feel like if too much is done, you could get quite exhausted as well, because we're all preparing for that big transit with Mars, Uranus, and the true node, which will be the following week, which is going to be, I feel like it's going to be big. I don't know what it's going to bring. Okay, let's see with the cards what's going to bring this week up. This new moon in Leo. Let's have a look here. I feel like this is not a time to run away from things. As I said, it is a time to face things full on and to have those communications that you need to have with people. It's like you need to find that courage. It's like we need to be like in Wizard of Oz, the lion. So the lion, he was hiding away, and by the end of the movie, he found his courage, and he could fight for, to save Dorothy and to help her find her way. And he had the courage already there. He just had to be reminded. So it is about, like, we can't be that cowardly lion and hide away. We need to come out and, show people that, we're here and we can do it. We need to face things, not hide away from things. People might be also with this healing from, I feel like, from relationships or past traumas. I feel like there's some sort of healing aspect with that coming up this week, and we're all trying to find or navigate our way on the road of life, or where it is taking us, because I feel like we've all felt very tired, exhausted, and draining. So I feel like it is very important to have that fun, that social. It could also be about doing something like winning or going further, but I feel like it's time to celebrate. It could even be about travel, but doing things with people that you want to be around as well. Sometimes we need to make those tough calls with certain relationships, whether we decide to cut it or to continue on. So I feel like it's time to have some sort of tough conversations with people, having that courage to do so. But there's also a feeling of setting yourselves free this week. There's like that free feeling, like a Leo, they just sort of go at a gate. And when you look at sort of celebrities that are Leos, you're looking at like Madonna, Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck. They're two Leos just got married. Battle of egos there. But you got like Madonna. When you look at her, she's a timeless celebrity. She keeps reinventing herself, but she goes forth, and you'll see with her, she has that courage to do things that are different, to do things that are bold. She makes those bold statements, and she doesn't apologize for it. She is who she is. I once saw her in concert when she came to Australia last, and she was late. So because of her first concerts, we knew that she'd be late, so we were told to get there so many hours later. And yeah, she didn't apologize. She's a Leo, and she made jokes of herself, and it was very Leo. How she was talking, it was a very Leo thing to do, how she would talk about herself and made a bit of fun about herself. But that's what we're dealing with. You'll find that with Leos, they're not so apologetic. They just make these bold moves, and they just do, and they want things to be big. They have that courage. They are the lion, which is, my opposite. I'm an Aquarian, bit different. So this is where we're heading into, and I feel like with this new moon, this is where it's going to bring things up to the surface of people. And I feel like this can be quite conflicting or confronting, because with certain aspects we're trying to find ways to have certain conversations or to express our feelings, but to also be aware of other people's feelings too. But I feel like things will be done by the end of the week. It's like, as I said, there's healings, there's things being patched up, there's things that are new, things re-emerging. I feel like new self-expression, new stories coming out, new things that's sort of emerging up to help us move forward where we need to be in our lives. It's not a time of sitting back, it's a time of action. We're in a fire sign. Fire is our action people. They move forward. And it is a bit about them, Fire signs are a bit me-like, especially Leos, because they're ruled by the sun. So that's what I feel like what's coming in for this week ahead. I will do a channel as well. So let's see what I can get for this week. Okay. This new moon will bring spontaneous energies of shocks, excitement, of resilience, but people are going to bounce back from things that have happened in the past. You're going to feel a sudden healing aspect from past issues that have come up to the surface recently that have helped you to face your truths, face your emotional expression, and face how you've been feeling. For this new moon energy that's going to come in will bring fulfillment and bring light, also bring shade on situations that you never thought. You'll look at things in a different way. You'll make your moves that you need to make. You'll express on how you need to express things. You will all need to be careful of certain issues that do arise, for there's some expressions that you do feel that things may be contemplated and you may not be taken as seriously as you would like. For these issues that come up, try to also have fun. Try to also live in the moment, live your life, but make sure you do an element of fun. For this is a rare opportunity to have fun in this wild and strange world that you're living in at the moment. And for what's coming up the week next is going to be very spontaneous, very unusual, but at the same time, very interesting. Exciting for some, but others devastating. So this is an important week where you all need to go and make sure you live your life to the best you can, have the fun, and live the way that you want to live. Okay. So I'm now going to do a 4-card spread. Let's have a look here. So I've also started working on my UK predictions as well. So I'm hoping to do them soon and have them up within the next week as well. Just got to look at, I've got a few things. So I have started getting that ready. Let's have a look here. So a card. So pick a card and I'll give you a reading on a card. And this will also give it gives a more personalized touch to these readings here. Okay. So we got here, this is card number 1, which is this card here. With this card here, I feel like it's a card of being self-assured, but knowing that you are the boss. So it's like you're the queen or the king, but you are the ruler. You're showing that courage, that lion or the cat. You're on your throne, but it's like you're about to dethrone. So it's like, I feel like this is about establishing your rules, your boundaries, and stipulations for people. It's for this card here, I feel like it's important to not have people overstep the mark or overstep the boundaries. So I feel like you may have to put people in their place. I do feel like there's some stuff, people are doing sneaky things around you, and I do feel like you're going to catch them. There is also an aspect of people around you having fun, and you might be missing out on that. So yeah, that's what I feel like for that card. Card number 2, which is this card here. Okay. Now in this card this week, you're searching for something. There is a money aspect because he's down on the horse with the money. So you're searching for something to do with money. You're searching, and this could be a Leo thing too. Like Leo's like money. I find Leos love money. But you're taking your money with you, but you're on a search. I feel like this could be for a new job, new source of income. This is about staying on the path that you're on and not straying from the path. It's about following what you're being led to and not trying to veer off. I feel like this card is about knowing that you're looking for a greener place. I feel like you're looking for what's green on the other side. you're on that search or that mission. I do feel like there could be some advancement in financial investment or new ideas coming up this week for you. But I feel like you're on this search this week with this card. Card number 3, which is this card here. So this card here, it's like you're making wishes. You're not trying to follow the crowd. You're trying to be very individual this week. And you're also looking in things more detail, I feel like. Making those wishes. You're looking at the glass half full. You're trying to be more positive. You're knowing that there's either a light on, like a bright idea, some sort of like new manifestation that's you wanting to manifest coming in. You're looking at different ways of making things happen. And you're being more careful of what's happening around you this week. And you're really trying to just feel like there's something about looking at the detail of things. Looking at making sure everything's in its place, but looking at details. Card number 4, which is this card here. So with this card, I feel like it is about meditating, being in your space, being in your energy. It's also, there's change. Could be cooking. You need it's a watering can. So I'm just trying to part setting out a watering can. You need you need to maintain things, and if things need, like if you're maintaining a plant, it needs water, if it needs food, like fertilizing. There's a thing around you that you need to maintain. You need to make sure that everything, I feel like this is an idea or something that you're trying to build. Could be like to do a goal. It's like you've been maintaining and managing things and they've come to fruition, but you're starting on something new. But it needs to be looked at, and it needs to be taken care of. So there's something that needs to be taken care of this week for you, and to knowing your boundaries and limits. I feel like there is something where you feel like the outcome that you want, it looks very far in the distant. It's looking very murky, like you can't see it, but you need to concentrate on the now and the present for what's coming up, and establishing your needs. That's what I feel like with this one. Okay. Let's see, anything else? Okay, no. So as I said, I am in the process of doing my predictions for the UK, and then I'll do Europe I'll combine that with the those forums, like the World Economic Forum and the WHO. I'll put all that together with NATO, and I will also then do India as well. And so I'm hoping to have UK happening within the week, getting that up and ready for you guys. I think that's it. Yeah. So thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. If you'd like to contact me for a reading, please do so. You can do it by my social media, either my Facebook, Lady D Psychic Parties, or my Instagram, Lady DS Psychic. We can look at a time, and if you're overseas, we just pay through PayPal, and I do charge extra $5 just to cover the PayPal fee. If you're in Australia, it's just by if it's face to face, you can just pay on the day, or we can or it's the EFT. Okay, so thank you, and I'll see you for my next video. So bye for now.